I've just taken my first step into a bigger universe.
Videos on the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder channel are intended for audiences of 13 and above.
Hey guys, it's the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder back again for another video, and welcome to my channel where I like to talk about and review Star Wars toys that have been released over the years. And in today's video, I'm not really looking at a toy. Well, I guess it is a toy, but it's more of an adult toy, not that kind of adult toy. I am looking at the Luke Skywalker lightsaber from Padawan Outpost. How cool is this? Let's take a closer look. Now, before I talk about this lightsaber, I wanted to talk about why I decided to buy it. Now, don't worry, I'm still into my toys. I recently made a video about this Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Store lightsaber. Never going to stop loving my toys because they are awesome. But this I needed for a different reason. I recently joined a dueling club, Ludo Sport in the UK, and I basically go every week. We do a lot of fighting with lightsabers, learn different techniques and different moves. It's really great fun. I've met some amazing people, and it is really a blast. So I wanted something that I could practice the moves on at home, and I love Luke Skywalker. So I did a bit of research, and this is what I decided to get. It's obviously Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. Now, I'm not able to use this in duels in class because it has a lot of pointy edges and it just wouldn't be safe. But I can practice with this in my garden, and so I've been doing obviously a lot of the techniques, a lot of the moves, and there you go. That's the reason I've bought it. And I have also picked up another lightsaber where I can also use in tournaments and things like that in the future. So check out the link to that video. It'll be somewhere popping up now. And now you know why I bought it. I have to tell you, buying a lightsaber like this for the first time is an absolute minefield. It blew my mind how many options there are out there and how easy it would be to make a bad decision. So I'm going to quickly go over some of the stuff that I've learned over the last few weeks that might help you if you're deciding to buy a dueling lightsaber. So first of all, you've got to decide what type of light that it's going to have in it. And also the innards, I think. So they sell this lightsaber in 3 different versions on Padawan Outpost. First of all, I've got the baselit version because I am doing a lot of dueling. I'm going to be smacking my saber against a lot of other people's. So I have lights at the bottom there of the lightsaber that shine up the blade and light it up. So in the blade, it's quite hollow. Here is the blade. You can see there's nothing in there. So the light from this is going to shine up here and light it up, which means it's going to be darker at the end, lighter at the top. Now, the other 2 versions of the Luke Skywalker saber are the NeoPixel version and the Profi version. And the NeoPixel is amazing. It basically has LED lights all the way along the blade, so you can do some really smart things. You can have the light start from the top and trickle down. You can have all sorts of colours in there. I've seen rainbow blades. It looks absolutely incredible. But the thing about those is, if you're really whacking it against someone else and you do damage one of the LED lights, then that will be a dead spot on that saber. So I decided against that. And with the Profi, it's even more expensive but even more advanced, where you can put your own custom sounds into it and it does look like another world. And maybe that's something I'll look at in the future, but for now I really wanted something pretty basic to start me off. And the other really tough decision when buying a lightsaber like this is where to buy it from. Obviously, you've heard I decided to go with Padawan Outpost, and that's because I looked on a lot of forums and they seem to be generally the best place to go for if you're in the UK. Now, there's so many different options. I won't tell you what's best, but from what I've experienced so far, Padawan Outpost have a really great reputation, and my saber came so quickly, and the guys who run it seem really, really nice. If you ever check out their Facebook page, they do lots of competitions, which is where I actually won my other lightsaber. So thank you very much, guys. Love it. Apologies if I spent the whole video talking. Let's take a look at what you get if you order a lightsaber from Padawan Outpost. Now, my lightsaber came in this pretty generic box. Not really anything to write home about. Inside the box was the Luke Skywalker lightsaber, a lightsaber plug, a very fancy Allen key, a bag with some screws and another Allen key, and a charging cable. The blades do come with the lightsabers, but they are shipped separately. So my blade arrived 2 days after I received my hilt. To attach the blade, we just pop the blade in the end there, and there are 4 screws that we just tighten up with the Allen key.
A few moments later.
Before you turn it on, it is recommended to charge it first, and to charge it, you literally screw off the end piece here. And there's a small charging point right at the bottom there. You connect this up, and then once it is charged, it does announce to you quite loudly, lightsaber charged. Now on the Saber itself, there is just one button, and this one button does everything, which is really, really cool design. Love the fact that they've kept it really minimal, and the actual button itself, you can see, is hidden below that button there. So we can actually push this thing here, and that connects to the button and pushes down on it. So when we hold this down for a few seconds,
Power on.
we got our power, and then we can at last, there we go. And it's at blue at the moment. Now, the soundboard in this lightsaber is pretty generic, so if you buy another lightsaber, it will have the same sound in it. This is basically the same soundboard for every baselit saber they do, but you can customize it a little bit, not as much as you could a NeoPixel or one of those Profi sabers. So it's got some customization. You can choose from the preset options that are built into this. So let's quickly turn it off. So I hold it down for about 5 seconds, it turns it off. Now, this thing, depending on how long you hold it down for, it'll give you different options. So if we hold it down for 1 second,
Volume low.
that turns the volume down. One again. One again.
Volume high.
There we go. Now if I hold it down for 2 seconds,
Unstable.
we can see now the blade's unstable. There we go. And then let's go down and try it 1, 2 again.
Pulse.
This means it's going to pulse at us. You can see the light's pulsing. And then let's hold it down. Is it 3 seconds now? 1, 2, 3.
Motion control on.
There we go. We can turn the motion control off. And then 1, 2, 3.
Steady.
I think I'll hold it down 2 seconds there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've completely messed it up now. You get the gist anyway. So, while it's off, you can hold down the buttons and it obviously gives you different options. You can also twist it.
The high ground.
And it gives you
Rage note.
different sound options. So,
Princess.
there you go. That's Princess Leia soundboard. So, it's really great, isn't it? When you turn it off, we can go through those options again.
Scavenger. Emperor.
Serenity. The Second. Dark Ages.
The Dark Sword. The Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord.
The Fallen. The Count. The High Ground. Rage note. Princess.
So I think that's all of them.
Scavenger.
So let's put it on raise. You can see as you move it, it really is quite sensitive. The sounds are so great. Now, once it is lit up, we can again push that one button to do different things. So if we push it once, it's like someone shooting at us, which is really, really cool. Hold it down for 2 seconds. 2. There we go. So we're cutting the door open. Got a Qui-Gon Jinn action. Then we do it for 3 seconds. Oh, I think that does now. That slowly changes the colour of the blade. So you can see now it goes through all the different colours. So you can really get the perfect colour for you. And then once it reaches the colour you want, you just literally push that button again. So we stop it here. There we go. Got a nice coloured blade. And then finally, if we hold it down for 4 seconds, 1. There you go. It cycles now through the most popular colours. So you can then pick the one you want. And we know which one we want, don't we? Let's wait for it. Come on. There we go. Luke Skywalker green. There you go. So, really, really cool. Now, on my other saber that I picked up, and obviously if you want to check the video out for that, you can. This one has exactly the same sounds and motions in it. So it's a baselit version, and they both do exactly the same. So this one, obviously quite a cheap option, does exactly the same as this one. So really you're paying for this nice bit of kit, that, you know, the actual saber itself, not the soundboard or the light inside. You know, that's the same on all the baselit ones. There we go. Let's turn it off. Let's take a closer look at the hilt, and it is beautiful. You can see how shiny it is. It is metal. It is really, really hard, and it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, so every time you touch it you can see all your fingerprints on there. But it's got everything on there that I'd expect on a Luke Skywalker lightsaber. We've got this box sticking out the side. Those buttons on the side are just for the show there. They don't do anything. The one thing about this lightsaber that I was slightly wary of is the fact that it does have this fin bit, and in a lot of the toys they obviously pad that out because they don't want it to be realistic, because it will break, and you can see how thin that is. But I've been dueling for a few weeks and it hasn't broken yet, so fingers crossed that this will last quite a while. And if it does break, that's fine with me as well, because I've got my fun out of it. I'll glue it and stick it on my shelf and use it as a replica. But for now, I'm enjoying dueling with this quite a lot. And you can see there it does have that D-ring. I want to say D-ring, but it looks like obviously like a triangle. And that is obviously what you can hook it up on your belt. So yeah, really, really great. Looks so awesome. So my final thoughts on the Luke Skywalker base lit lightsaber from Padawan Outpost. And it's really, really positive. I think this thing is super awesome. It is great. In hand, it feels so nice to hold. It looks brilliant, and just holding it and swinging it around, it makes me feel like a little kid again. So you might go for higher end options, but I wanted the baselit version, and obviously I'll explain why. But I really do recommend Padawan Outpost. Great website. The guys who run it are super cool. Definitely one to pick up, and they've got so many different options. You can search by character, or they've got many unique designs as well. So if you're in the UK and you're looking for a lightsaber, I highly recommend Padawan Outpost. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have, please consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, may the foam fling your force be with you. Greetings, Exalted One. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you these two videos. Both are about Star Wars weapons and will serve you well. Until next time, may the foam fling your force be with you.